I agree with you, Tina, that I think Emily has, the potential to be one of the top performers in the company, and that's why my plan with her is to get her set up on our coaching program. So we already met with her last week and talked about some of the things that she wants to do to improve and then identified some of her struggle areas. And we're going to keep having these meetings weekly for the next 4 weeks. And this week, we're going to review the results of what happened last week. We made some specific activities that she wants to do to reach her objectives. We'll follow up on those. And really, the most important thing for me to do to help her is to acknowledge her improvements and offer encouragement for any areas that she's still struggling, or offer encouragement that she can keep doing those things that she's improved upon this week and that she's already doing well. I definitely want to dig a little bit deeper because just 1 week isn't going to solve her struggles or the things that she needs to improve upon. So first of all, identifying her biggest strength, the things that she's doing well, to help give her that boost and acknowledge the improvements that she's making in her natural skill set, and then to ask some questions to identify the biggest challenge that she's still facing, or the multiple challenges that she's still facing, but really focus on the biggest one, hone in on that, and then make a plan to improve upon that in the next week. If this conversation doesn't go well, or if she starts to get defensive, I think really the biggest thing that I would need to do at this point is to just ask questions to figure out what's leading to the dissatisfaction. There's always going to be something underneath that is causing that, and maybe it's something that I haven't been communicating well. Maybe it's something in the system of the sales process that she isn't converted to or doesn't understand. And just through active listening and asking questions, if she were to get upset, would help us to understand what we need to do to help her feel more satisfied and to be more vulnerable. But with Emily's demeanor, I'm hoping that won't happen, and I don't think that it will. And then finally, our action plan really is just to have these, like I said earlier, have these weekly coaching sessions, and to identify the additional activities that we need to do week by week that are going to be measurable to help improve her metrics. So last week we talked to her about the way that she can use implication questions to help close on some of her deals. And we talked about doing that 5 times per client through emails and through phone calls. So doing things like that we can measure, and then setting up accountability so that she's accountable to herself, accountable to me, a way that she can measure that and be held accountable before we have a follow-up meeting in 1 week every Thursday from the time that we originally talked. And the goal is that each week, again, we're identifying new things to work on or reworking things that haven't been improved to the point where she's satisfied and where that skill is really hard set. So just building upon activity week upon week until she's solid and she's ready to go.